What's up, everybody? It's Mr. 707, and I'm here to do an unboxing of Apple's latest product, the iPhone X. New hot product, you know, big high demand for this thing. If you haven't pre-ordered this thing, you should probably do that as soon as possible. If you're trying to buy this for somebody at Christmas time, you're going to run into some availability issues with so many people wanting this product. So I pre-ordered this probably a week or so ago, and surprisingly, it was available today. They told us it would be several weeks before it was ready. I got it from Best Buy. You can, I've heard several carriers are gonna have availability issues. So I would recommend checking with your carrier or checking with Best Buy and try to get it pre-ordered as soon as possible if you really want this phone. So let's go ahead and open it up. Oh, I like to add a little sound effect in there. I don't know why I do that. All right, here we go. So this is a phone. Let's check out what else is in here. Basic charger. This has not changed throughout the years. It's the same charger. I don't know if it has fast charge capability like the Samsung. And the earbuds. This has a charger. Of course, this phone doesn't have a charging port. It doesn't have a dedicated earbud port or jack. So you plug directly into the charging port, which to me I think is kind of cool. If you can plug in that way, I mean, it kind of makes sense. You don't really need the earphone jack. It comes with a cord. Comes with this here, just a couple of stickers, the SIM card puller, and like a little manual. It doesn't really have a instruction manual, so to say. Just gives you like basics, so you have to figure all that out on your own. So let's go into the phone. And pretty much at Best Buy, they pretty much didn't even know how to use the phone that much. So I'm not here to give you a tech review on it right now. I'm just giving you an unboxing and my initial reactions to this phone. And as I learn more about the phone, I'll put another video up about that. I'm going to do also a comparison on the Galaxy's new product, the Note 8, as far as phone camera quality, video and photo, and battery life. So here we go. Okay, first I like it feels heavy duty, but of course you want to get a good case on this phone. I recommend the OtterBox. It's a little clunky, but if you drop this phone, it's destroyed. This glass back and glass display is gonna shatter. So I'd recommend getting the case, a good quality case for this phone. I did a video on my Note 8 is destroyed, and I was pretty heartbroken behind that. So go ahead and get you a good quality case first and foremost. I like the glass display of it, and I just want to say I typically don't do a whole lot of unboxing videos, but I'm into smartphones. I'm a current Galaxy Note 8 user, and I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. So, you know, just give my honest opinion on this phone. It looks pretty cool. It has the rounded edges. Like I say, it's a crystal clear display. You know, it kind of, to me though, the apps look large. Like you can't really fit a lot of apps on this screen. I don't know if you fill this screen up, will another screen become available? It just doesn't seem like it can hold a whole lot of apps. I'm pretty sure you can add a folder and drop your apps in a folder or something like that. But yeah, it doesn't really seem like a techie person type phone. It just seems like it's a a phone for, like, an average user. It has the big icons. That's probably to appeal to an older crowd. Um, the display to me, or should I say, the size of the phone is shockingly small. I thought it would be bigger. Like they used to call it a phablet, but it's kind of small to me. Um, and in comparison, this is the old the iPhone 6 Plus or 6S Plus. I don't know. I mean, but really, it doesn't waste any space on the screen per se. I don't know if it's wider. About the same width and a little taller. But for some reason, it just seems like a small phone. I'm filming on my Galaxy Note 8, and it's about the size of this phone, a little bit bigger, but all screen. Some people are not into that, which is that's just preference. But me personally, I like a big phone. I can fit a lot of apps on my phone. The new iPhone is a 64 gig. I believe it. There's an availability. You can get the 256 gig, which if you try to get that now, you're gonna have a pretty hard time getting it, even if you pre-ordered it. From what I heard, you probably gonna be seeing those coming out, or those being available after the new year. So 64 gigs. It doesn't take an SD card. So if you do a lot of filming, you take a lot of pictures, you got a lot of apps, you could potentially fill up 64 gigs pretty fast. And without an SD card, you're gonna have to figure out where you're gonna have to pick and choose what apps you want to delete, what pictures you want to get rid of. You could probably use cloud storage to hold pictures and video. But like I said, if you're very active on your phone, you film a lot of video, take a lot of pictures, use a lot of apps, you can potentially burn through that pretty fast. So, as a Galaxy Note 8 user, that was my reason for getting the Galaxy Note 8, is because it could potentially hold up to a terabyte on the SD card, which they don't make a terabyte SD card. So at best, you're going to get a 256 gig. I've heard of a 500 gig, but I don't know too many people that utilize a 500. iPhone X has the facial recognition screen unlock. Just a little better security feature. I heard it works pretty well. Plus, it has 3D messaging, or the 3D emojis. Just different messaging quality. If you're into that, I mean, that would be, I guess, pretty cool. But that's what pretty much distinguishes this from the iPhone 8. Why they skipped the 9 is, I don't know. So basically, if you got an app open, you pull this little tab. You pull that tab up and you get to your home screen. Basically the same thing with all the other apps on here. If you open an app, say you go to Netflix, you're gonna have to, if you wanna, there is no back button, of course, so you have to swipe that up. It's has a little better display as far as, but my thing is, Apple hasn't really, they don't really make big changes in their technology to me, and it's been like that for some years. I mean, of course, there's some other qualities that are incorporated in the phone, like the movie maker, and in the facial recognition. But to me, there's no leaps and bounds in the technology to justify the price. Like I said, it doesn't really hold a lot of storage. 64 gigs it's not bad, unless you get to 256 gig, which is almost $1,200. So I think that Apple should come out with a phone that takes an SD card. Also, like I said, it just feels like a small phone. If you're into big phones, um, don't go and get this thinking that you're gonna get a larger size phone. Some people like smaller phones. Some people don't. I typically like larger phones. So for me, if I seen this phone and I was interested in buying it, I wouldn't like it because of the size. And it's not really like I said, a techie phone. It's more for like a basic average phone user. It's like I'm pretty sure it has some cool features that you can download from the app store. Like it already has the app for your smartwatch. Um, it's pretty easy to use phone. And people want simplicity. They don't want a phone that has a lot of ins and outs to learn. It's just they want a phone that they can pick it up and use it with ease and use it relatively easy. So yeah, I mean that's my honest opinion of it. This phone, I didn't get it for me. I got it from my wife. This is her old phone. Um, it's about 3 years old. Uh, they start to run a little slower after a while. I think this one had got some water damage in it, and so the camera quality is not as great as it used to be. Um, it's out of storage pretty much. It's a 64 gig phone. It's pretty much out of storage. Um, this one is waterproof, of course. I mean, that's a plus. It rated higher on the drop test than the Galaxy Note 8. That's a plus also, but not really that much of a difference. It's like 8 points. So you don't want to drop this phone anyway. Also when I pre-ordered my Galaxy Note 8, I got a $100 uh, gift card from Best Buy and plus $225 in accessories that I ordered. It haven't came yet. I've used my gift card. Um, I've used the gift card. My 360-degree camera is on the way. Um, so they didn't give any offers for this phone. They were gonna give $350 off to trade this phone in. So I mean, I think the phone might be worth a little bit more than that. It's still a possibility, but it's for a backup phone. If this one is lost or stolen or whatever, in the time being, this is a backup phone pretty much. So I wouldn't recommend trading it in unless you have another backup. You know, so I mean, yeah, they didn't give any freebies. So if you're an iPhone user, yeah, stick with your iPhone. But for me, as a Galaxy user, I'm gonna stick with Galaxy. Just my honest opinion. It's a little small. Not really anything innovative going in it except for the facial recognition, which Galaxies have that also. So yeah, everybody, that's my unboxing and honest opinion from a Galaxy Note 8 user. So feel free to comment, like, subscribe my channel, or dispute any claims that I put out on this phone. And yeah, so also this is some stuff that we got for the phone, and it was 25% off when you get a bundle of 3 different accessories. So we got the screen protector. It's pretty good product. And a wireless charger. I got this wireless charger because I can charge the iPhone and the Galaxy Note 8 on it. They're compatible. I don't know if the new Samsung wireless charger can do that, but in the OtterBox Defender, she got a nice purple one. So they were 25% off when we bought all three. So, you know, like you said, if you're into this phone, if you really want or need this phone and you haven't pre-ordered it, go ahead and do that now before it's too late, because the availability issues are gonna be it's gonna be a problem. And for me, I'm not into waiting in lines for a phone, and got better things to do. So yeah, if you like it, go ahead and pre-order it now. Like I said, this is not really a tech review. This is just an unboxing and just me giving my opinion on it, just showing you a few features. A tech review is coming. Like I said, I'm gonna do camera versus camera of the new iPhone and the new Android, and I'm not gonna be dropping it in no water or nothing like that. Even though it's waterproof, I'm not going that route. I trust their word. So yeah, this is the new iPhone X. Supposed to be a pretty high camera on there too. I'm not a guy that can really shoot off all the specs off the top of my head. Specs to me on paper don't mean anything. It's about the actual performance when I use it is what means the world to me. So, like I said, when I get the Apple versus Android video out, that's gonna be my tech review. All right, everybody, Mr. 707 out.